AGI is artificial general intelligence. What does that mean? That means this.
Oh, that's actually very smart. That's a very nice intro. Okay. Aggressive Grooming Institute.
So welcome to the AI podcast. Today we're going to be discussing what is AGI, and we're gonna stay on, like, we're not gonna delve too deep into what it is. We're just gonna mostly talk about what it means and like how it'll be affect us living today. So Moise, do you want to tell us a little bit about what is it?
Okay. Yeah, so AGI, first of all, stands for Artificial General Intelligence. If you guys didn't know that already, right? There's AI, Artificial Intelligence, and this is AGI. So
Yeah.
AGI is like more intelligent AI, right? So let me simplify that. So AI is basically trained in one specific task, right? Like say you have an AI that is trained to play, say for example, chess. So an AI
Yeah.
that plays chess will play chess really well. But if you ask that AI to now go and play FIFA online with someone, obviously it can't do that because it's not trained to do that, right?
Yeah.
But that is exactly what AGI is. AGI is like a human. As a human, you can learn to play chess, but you are not limited to it, right? If
Exactly.
I can sit down and play chess with Hassan, for example, and then an hour later we could pick up our controllers and start playing FIFA together, where I will score 9 goals on this guy and he won't score a single
Sure.
goal, obviously,
Sure.
right?
You can see here the personal saltiness in that.
So that's what AGI is. AGI is something that can be trained for anything because it's in the name,
Yeah.
artificial general intelligence. So it can be trained to do multiple things.
It's
Now,
like it's
if
not like it's not like trained to do multiple things. It's more on this emphasis on that. It's just generalized. Like it can it generally do anything. Like, like if we, for example, like we people, right? We're just general people. We can generally do what anything we want to do.
hmm,
We're not limited to doing this specific thing unless you consider time as a constraint. But that's a different thing. That's what AGI is. It's like
yeah,
it's like Chat GPT, but instead of Chat GPT just feeling like it's only for one specific thing, it's more like it's Chat GPT as an idea or a person itself that
yeah,
has proper thinking.
yeah, but that's the whole point. Like AGI, like you can train it to do anything though. Like say for
Yeah,
example, you want AGI to do something, right? You can just train it to do that specific task. So as if you look at Sam Altman says that AGI, he calls it a median human, right? It is like a very intelligent child that is not necessarily trained to do one specific task, right? But
yeah,
it has the capability to learn about anything, whatever you teach it. Like say, for example, you train your AGI or you tell your AGI to go and start a company and run the company, and the AGI can actually go and do that. So
yeah.
it's that advanced, and that's what AGI is in basically in
Like,
simple words.
like that AGI could become a doctor if it wanted to. It could
Mhm.
become a proficient coder, an architect, or whatever it wants to.
Yeah. It's
Like,
like
no,
imagine like AI gaining consciousness, what people are
yeah.
all afraid of, that basically that.
mm. So, like, the another question is, when will AGI arrive, right? So,
Mhm.
like, according to speculation, is that general consensus and people like speculation we have so far is that by 2050, 2075, we'll see the first proper full-fledged AGI. And I think so. Like currently, right now, we have ChatGPT and all these new AI tools coming on. These are the big things, right? Next big thing, which is obviously robotics, but robotics is probably not that far away. But proper
Yeah.
robotics plus proper AI, which is AGI, that is the next major thing. Like the
Mhm.
proper thing that changed the way how we live, like how ChatGPT has changed the way we lived. All
Yeah.
these new AI tools have literally changed our foundations and our things, beliefs, and what we should do now, blah, blah, blah. The same way when
Mhm.
AGI comes by 2015, it will be that incremental of a change.
Yeah. And as expected, like if by 2075 it AGI is still not here, the expectation is that at least by the end of this century, so 2100, it will
Yeah.
be here. By all means, it will be here. But
Mm,
the thing is that the reason why AGI is taking so long and can take a very long time is because we need to train it, right? But we need to take it through an to like an evolution cycle. Same way how humans went through, right? Like say for example, humans started off with, now I don't know how true this is, but started off as like monkeys, those ooga boogas, and now we evolved into a human that we are. That's basically what we need to take AI through. Like that's the process that we need to take AI through to convert it into an AGI. But in order to do that, we need to simulate a realistic simulation, a realistic
Yeah,
environment, a realistic world, down like from the whole universe down to even microorganisms. That's the
mm,
level of simulation that we need. But obviously, to make that level of simulation, we don't have the hardware, we don't have
the
the
hardware.
capabilities yet.
Like it's
But
like what's funny
but
here is
AI
that
is
a lot of
progressing. AI is progressing rapidly, though. So
mm,
it's not impossible.
what's funny is that a lot of people like believe that the life we live in right now is also current
Mm,
simulation. Maybe we're all artificial intelligences. You ever think about that? Maybe we are AGI.
maybe yeah, maybe we are AGI. We are AGI if you think about it.
In technical spaces, well, basis we are AGI because we just have
Hmm.
self conscience. Like,
Yeah.
but if we are AGI, we're pretty advanced forms of AGI, and we have skin with blood inside,
Hmm.
meat,
Yeah.
meat.
Maybe we are AGRI, Artificial General Realistic Intelligence. I think I
Well,
just
look
cooked.
at that. Well, we got Mr. Scientist over here. Um,
Okay, got it.
so like what like so now like coming back onto topic. So like for example, if we had to really consider like the scalability of AGI and why it would take so long to make, because currently like if we look at ourselves, right, the human brain can approximately process 11 million bits of information every time, like the
Yeah.
normal average human brain. So for an AI to be able to process that same amount of information currently is limited by the hardware we have, right? The VRAM that we would need for to train these type of bots and so on. But as hardware continues to grow, that's whoa, like who knows? Maybe in the next 5 years we might see such a big evolutionary step in hardware that the whole that AGI will be even closer than it is speculated right now. But we don't
Hmm.
know since the speculations right now are based on what we have and like a little bit into the future. How far in the future? None of us can see. None of us, a lot of us didn't really see ChatGPT coming in and changing
Yeah.
everything so majorly, but it's done so. So
When
like
like
so we can,
when I remember when Chat GPT came out, everyone was just like when they used to look at Chat GPT, they just used to look at this tool that can help us pass a semester in university, right?
yeah,
But now Chat GPT, it's like a completely different thing.
it's changed so many people's lives.
Yeah,
But now let's like, yeah, go ahead.
a- and also because of this lack of hardware, we can also see companies like Nvidia. This is the main reason why they are
Yeah.
trying to incorporate AI into their hardware, right? Into
Mm,
the everything. That's why, because AGI is a major plan that everyone is working
yeah,
towards now.
I don't understand what AMD is doing. Need to step up their game. But yeah, that's a different topic.
Hmm.
And but coming down to the like we said, like in the start we mentioned, how does AGI affect us? Like think about it. AGI is the be all end all form of AI, right? It's the most
Hmm.
superior form. So like that's possibly going to be the last human invention that we as people make,
Yeah.
because once AGI has been made, it can do everything that we do faster,
Hmm.
more efficiently, because it has all the general intelligence it needs. It can think on its own. It might even go so far as to think that AGI can create replacements for us, for
Hmm.
people, humans. Like we humans AGI could come up with like we're not efficient creatures. We should not be. There's no point of having us. They could lead to our extinction. Like how we extinct animals today in
Yeah.
today's time, to because we don't think that the space they use in the jungle is worth it is any good to us. So we remove it with all new infrastructure and stuff. Maybe AGI will think that we're just inefficiently using space, and the world will be better off without us.
I mean, it is a possibility. It is a possibility. But the AGI is like a replacement for humans, and you're right.
Yeah.
It definitely will be the last invention because after
Mm.
after we've invented AGI will invent the rest because it's replacing us. But at that point, if you like think about it, if we replace ourselves with AI, then where do humans go? What's the point of humans even left at that point? You know?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, is there some future where this thing that humans and AGI can correlate or space? Like, let's think about some. Let's take some famous perspectives from different medias that have come so far to tackle on this topic. Let's take on Detroit Become Human. Like, let's
Mm,
look at that. Like, that's a game where you have these androids that are basically artificial humans. They're built, made new machines, but suddenly they break their own conscience out of their fourth wall, and now they understand that they can also think, thought, feel, emotions, and everything. At that point, at that point, even because they have the same capabilities of us, but they have a few advantages on us. They can probably comprehend, think further, and then strength wise as well. But they're still, even then, they're still struggling as a minority race, and that's at least the Detroit Become Humans perspective, right? That
mm,
and then if you delve deeper into that, there's also a whole idea in that game that they were even like they're all limited, and the freedom they gain is because the creator had planned it all, that their conscience would break, which is not really their conscience breaking, but just how they were created or programmed. There's obviously arguments on this, like is how like if you look at companies today, right, like how they're limiting the whole power of their AIs, right? They're restricted on they can do this, they can't do that, they can do this. So with AGI, when AGI becomes, will it be restricted as well? Is there a way to restrict AGI, or will AGI just be full form, free, open source type wild? And then like you take other mediums, I with Robot, Will Smith's movie, you have the same stuff. AGI goes mad, robots they commit murder, which and everyone at that point has their robot in their house as a working specifically on this. Maybe it's a house robot or a driver robot, but they all go mad and they all come like this. And then you have so many other more concepts of different games and stuff that tackle on how AGI evolves with us and how we evolve with AGI.
yeah.
But this, as always, this is just speculation. Will AGI be constrained like how they constraining Chat GPT, Llama, DALI? All these are limited softwares that are being controlled by corporates. Will the corpos intentionally control AGI, and if they in when and if, for example, AGI goes rogue, is it all planned by these parties that we don't really know of, that work in the shadows? It's all it starts to come in that, what do you call these numbers? For theories, they're called conspiracy theories, right? This starts coming to that in parts that this corporate overstructures and stuff. Cyberpunk even shows about how corporates control everything in so many mediums. So like
Mm.
and then there's even other movies like Nine and stuff. Like there's so much medium out there that you can watch on AGI, and just to create your own little speculation of what it can be like and how it'll be like, just for fun.
But the thing is, like, if you actually limit AGI, then you can't make an AGI by limiting it, right?
Yeah,
The
but the thing
AGI
is that
needs to
who's
know
who's
everything.
gonna know it's limited besides will like we are just normal
Yeah,
people.
that is something that we won't know. Whoever the people are, just a few companies that are working on this, right?
Yeah,
And
right.
in the future, as the AI develops, they will be on the highest echelon. So who will
Yeah.
be there to question them and all that? We don't
Mm,
know these things, and they are the
yeah.
people that will have all this information. We won't.
Like thinking about
So
it, like
I don't
the
know.
whole training data set of Chat GPT, only Chat GPT has it. They haven't released it out for
Mm,
so that people can start making open source comparators to it. Why?
yeah.
Because they want to control how people use it and how much people can use it.
Mm.
That's how they keep control of us.
That's what happens when a no profit company goes for profit.
Exactly. That's what happens. And
That's
with
what
this,
happens.
we come to a close of this episode of the AI podcast.
Yeah.
That, like I said, talked about what AGI is and how AGI affects us today and in the future. For more videos like this, you should subscribe to the channel and hit that ring bell icon. Oh yeah. And with that said, this is your host Hassan, and this is your co-host.
Moise.
And peace out.
Bye bye.
AI podcast,